Hey, just checking in, very quick update for today. And I've really mainly spent any worky, thinky time today working on the FLAP, the Fat Loss Accelerator program, which is still on track to launch in September. Need to get a bit of a wriggle on with it because I want to do a bit of a trial run with some of the content to my Boost group this month, which means I've got to organize everything. I've got it all sorted. I've just got to organize it all now in a way that I can deliver, get some feedback on it, and hopefully get them to actually put it into use, and then start putting the full program together. So I've said before that the writing informs the speaking, the speaking informs the writing, and they kind of support each other. And through the course of all the research I've done, I've kind of watched many speakers, I've watched and read many books and studied and done that kind of, I've been pretty diligent with this. I've really got into it, the science of everything. And one of the things that came to my mind today as I was doing a bit more work, and actually also when I was out walking, was that I think when I first started off in this little journey that I've been documenting over the last 3 and a bit years, was that I wanted to be a professional speaker. And in fact, Jerry Duffy, when I had a chat with him on the phone on a Zoom call last week, we were talking about this, about speaking, and I was telling him what I'd been up to, and he said, he knows my journey and the challenges and the ups and downs and so on. And he said, would you call yourself a professional speaker now? And I said, yeah, I would, because it just like feels like that's what I am, that's what I do. But then at the same time, I'm also very aware that actually that's not really my main thing. It's about expert, or at least information purveyor of, whether that's as a coach or as a writer or as a speaker. It's about having the knowledge base first and communicating that in several different ways. And this is really what I've been thinking about today. It's about having the knowledge. It's about being credible. It's about actually having enough information and knowing how to communicate it in such a way that people can assimilate it and then implement it. That's really what it is I do. And speaking is one way of doing that, but writing and creating courses and so on, that's just another way of achieving the same objective. I just happen to quite enjoy the speaking, the presenting, the live training and the videos. So yeah, it's been a kind of a thinky day today with regards how this translates into speaking, the speaking goals directly, but it is also very much when I've spoken before about what progress I made towards the speaking goals. It's not just I've been delivering, I've been planning, I've been creating content, I've been making sales calls or briefing calls. It's not just about that. It's also about building subject matter expertise. And I've built quite a lot over the last 20 years, but I know that there's always more. And I'm, in many ways, I spend a lot of time fighting off the frustration that there's so much more that I want to learn, so much more that I want to do, and want to find out about a whole broad range of different subjects. And I'm consuming content at a voracious with a voracious appetite at the moment, and I'm enjoying it and trying to make sure that I'm actually learning stuff and taking stuff away from it as well. And I know that this stuff comes into my speaking as well, sometimes on an unplanned basis. For example, the Q&A session with Salesforce last week, and also the cook-along session as well, where there were many moments where either a question or just something popped into my mind that was relevant to what we've been talking about, and it came out, and it came from this kind of backlog of or this background information and knowledge that, as I said, I've accumulated. So I'm enjoying the process, and even though it's for a course that I'm putting together at the moment, I know that all of this stuff, it's all neuroscience, it's all hormones, endocrine system, it's mindset, it's behaviors, habit building, it's all the same stuff. It's just as it applies to fat loss. So how to accelerate fat loss results. Kind of interesting. Anyway, there is the update for the day a bit longer, more rambly than I'd anticipated. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Give it a like. Subscribe to the channel and check back in again tomorrow for another daily update. Bye for now.